About games tonight.
What's weird?
Well, I can take pictures out here all I want. It's a public place.
Not when you have bad intentions.
Who's got the bad intentions here? Because I'm standing there waiting for you, and all of a sudden I see you guys talking over there.
Don't say you guys.
Okay, so you were talking to him right over here, were you not? Were you not?
This is where we're having the meeting, though.
Well, that's why
We're not
I asked
having a
him.
meeting.
I said, where are we having the meeting? And you said, we're waiting for Lance.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, great. Well,
down
Lance.
That's obvious.
I look
We're
over
having
and I
this
see you
meeting.
talking to Lance, and I see her talking to him. It's like, where are we? What are we doing?
Okay, are we done? Are we ready
Okay.
to start?
Is there-
Anybody else
Now it's
coming?
exactly 5 o'clock. We can start.
I don't know. There was a number of parents and such that responded, but I don't know if they're, it's 5 o'clock. I don't know. We're working on that, so the
Okay.
people that matter are here. So.
All right. Well, we met yesterday
Yep.
at noon, and we talked about this, and I asked for your resignation.
Correct.
And you voluntarily resigned.
No.
You gave me your,
I said I will do what you want. Is what I said.
Okay.
And you said I want you to resign, or I want you. You said I want you to not coach, and I said okay. That's the extent of our
Okay.
conversation. You and I both know that I don't want to stop coaching.
well, based off of what, from Thursday, if things were going to go where the board was going to get together and vote to remove you, I wanted you to save face and resign instead of bringing all this up.
Right, and so so you're saying that you guys were calling a meeting, right? Okay. And when was that meeting supposed to occur?
Well, I didn't call the meeting because I met with you first.
Okay. So there's no meeting planned, and before that meeting could even be planned, you made the decision to remove me as the coach, right?
We made that decision.
Okay. On what
We-
ground?
Violation
Okay.
of the zero tolerance and the things you signed.
Okay.
That's it.
So show me.
So Thursday night, I set up a meeting.
That's fine. Just show me.
Here we go.
Is it highlighted? Is it?
Oh, this is kind of a summary.
The Thursday night, I went and I got one. I had set up a time. You told the parent that emailed us.
So hold on. What are we talking? What's the scope of what you're talking about right now?
I'm talking about my stuff on Thursday. Thursday night.
Is that on
Your
this?
ex parte
Yes,
meeting
yes.
with
Is that on
Samantha?
this?
Yes, it's on there. Yes,
Okay,
it is.
Which? Because I need to follow what you're saying. So
On
number
E.
2, E, whatever. What?
E,
Okay.
yes. She told me you didn't show up at 7:30. Nobody showed up, so I went and told her. She told me you said it was an inconvenience for you to come see me, that I should go to you. And then after the game, I heard from a parent whose kid's on my team. You were talking smack about another team player, saying how bad they were. And that's code of conduct. You knew it and went over to try to talk to them.
Do you have proof of that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can get them, but I wasn't going to
Please
involve
do.
them.
No, please involve him because I would
Because
vehemently disagree with that.
if we can, it's Malachi's dad. You can try and see.
So
It was also talked to.
he's right
Lance.
now. By the way, he's quoting you right now, so you should
Okay.
be aware of what he's saying.
Basically, like you said, you told me that it was an inconvenience for him to meet me. I should have went. I need to go to him.
That we were gonna go to field 7 instead of field 2. Yep.
Yeah, no, but
I
you
read-
said
I
it was an
think I read you
inconvenience
guys
for
at
him at
first.
seven
Why,
too.
why
Yeah.
would you meet with her separately and not the whole team to explain the reason why
She's the one that-
you're not following the rules?
She's the one that sent the email.
There
I
was
responded.
three people. There was three
Three.
people on Facebook that,
I
that
responded
sent a
to
message.
the thing on
After-
Facebook.
After you had the meeting.
No, before.
Yes.
No, before I talked to her. I set it up for 7:30 on Diamond 7.
7, yeah. I was
On
like,
Diamond 7 after my game, because I had a game that night. I said let's meet at Diamond 7 after the game. She told me that none of the parents are going to show up, and that she was done doing this.
Because nobody showed up. So, like, I will say that. Because we were in the group chat to defend our, the parents' honor. Nobody showed up for that. I was the only one who was, like,
Well, I
10
was
toes behind you,
certainly
and not a
there.
single parent showed
You
up
weren't
to be
at
like,
Field 7. I was
Well, no,
standing
because
right
I'm
there.
coaching on field 2.
No, this was
This was
you-
after you were sitting over on Diamond on Field 2.
the entire time.
You
right?
watched,
'Cause I
yes,
had
but I told her where to meet and what to do.
Why though? Why would
So
you,
that
why
we
would,
could go and discuss
there were
what
three
the game.
people. There were 3 people that had comments at the same time. Why would you have a meeting with only
I
one
don't know.
of the
The
3?
one that
It
I
looks-
got.
It seems
It
weird.
took 2 days for a response, and she was the only one who messaged you privately.
I can't get to it every day. I'm working 70, 80 hours a week, plus trying
Everybody
to deal
works.
with board stuff,
We're
okay?
all working, we're all
Exactly.
volunteering.
I can't get to it right away.
Yeah.
There's things that
Time
I
out,
can
time
do.
out, time out, guys. Guys, this is just arguing. It's getting absolutely nowhere. I have practice in a few minutes. You guys have games. You have violated.
Where? You haven't shown anything.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Why are you putting your hands towards me?
So I'm talking to you.
Like,
I'm talking to you. Like,
you can
generally.
talk to me without using your hands and aggressively.
I'm not aggressive at all.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
And you think that's funny? If I'm uncomfortable, do you find that funny?
You're comfortable with me talking?
No, I'm asking. Do you find that funny?
Okay, so you said.
So, have
Yes
you
or
ever,
no?
No. Have you ever yelled at Ump or gotten in his face? No. Have you ever thrown anything?
So that I can.
Not to my knowledge, other than a baseball.
Have you ever delayed the game because you can't use a scorebook?
Delay a game because I can't use a scorebook.
Yeah.
There was a delay of game because Lance let his daughter
Yeah,
enter a
Lance-
game halfway through the game, and the opposing
Have you
team.
ever had?
The opposing team did not notify us of a new player halfway through
Correct.
the game, so there was an issue with
And
the
I've got
score.
proof of that, so.
Have you ever done that?
What?
Brought in a player who's not registered and paid for, like MYB.
Like on a technical standpoint, yes.
Right there is a violation, and you should have been out for 2 games.
What about?
Be out for those 2 games.
What about the team that he did that to when his kids did the
We're
same
not talking
thing?
about that right now.
Oh,
We're talking about him.
so there are rules for
No,
for
no, no,
you
no,
guys
no,
and
no,
not
no,
for
no.
us?
This meeting is not about him
This is a
or
timeline.
anything they've done. It's to remove him for violation of the code of conduct and what he
No,
signed as
it's
coach.
a conflict of interest.
It's not.
It is.
It is.
You can't be a vice president,
I
and
am.
president, and,
I'm
and
not.
coach.
I'm not the
yeah.
there. I'm the fundraising guy.
He is
Let us gate our city.
His daughter was in the game in question.
illegally. Yeah.
It's not to go.
Against the rules.
Halfway through the game,
She was an illegal substitution also.
She was put in without
Allow
anyone being
me to show you
notified.
what the rules say. Logan, this is a conversation among the adults, please. Thank you.
And I did.
And I would say the same thing to him if he was chiming in. But you're welcome to stay. I don't have any problem with that.
And you're referencing Kai's substitution being illegal, right?
It works so well.
Well, yeah, that brought
Yeah,
you up to
you-
11 players.
you,
I
uh,
warned you after that game, and
there's
did
messages.
another one the next game after that. I was
There's-
trying to give you mercy.
There's
You got this
messages
recorded?
in writing
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah, I'm recording this
you
whole thing.
approved him 3 times prior to the game, and that he was on the batting list right when the game started. You attended the game and you said nothing. You brought your daughter in halfway through that game. We were not notified of that, which then caused a discrepancy with the score because Logan was at batting and she was not on the initial batting roster.
Are you talking about Kai?
Yeah, Kai was approved
Yeah,
three
just said
times
he
by
gave you
him.
a mercy. Kai only played for you.
That's
guys
not a
That's not
mercy.
what he said
He
here.
was
He said
approved.
Kai's approved.
We
A
have it.
mercy.
We have
I
it in
have that in
writing
writing.
3
Yes,
times
a
from
mercy
him.
approved. Yes,
No,
absolutely.
there was no mention of mercy.
Well, if you already knew,
If you,
then
if
you
you said
should
you
have
did
asked
not
for a
know the
sub.
rules, so I gave you mercy.
Yes,
And that time I
thank
gave you a
But-
warning.
So what is the rule?
Yeah, what is the rule?
Because you have continued to pad Ralph's with your kids up to 9 players. So what is the rule? Is there
It's to
is
get a
there
team up to 9 players. It's the intent of the rule.
is
That's
that
not what it says. It doesn't say.
It
the,
says
the,
less
the
than
word,
8, it
the
brings up
word
to 8.
9 is not even in the rules. The word 9 is not even in the
Common
rules. Show me.
sense, dude.
It-
How, you,
How's,
It says
how's it
that-
common sense?
how,
It's
how,
not
many
written.
how many players do you need to have a game?
Well, you can.
It's just
8.
what?
8.
according
So
to
you
the
can have another one. 9.
You can have 10. You can have 11.
No,
you can have 12.
no. If you have a substitute, you're substituting for the missing player.
That's not the question. You're asking me how many players.
Exactly.
I think
The
what
rules
you
say
need-
8. The rules say
the
8.
rules say
But
8 with the
minimum of
9th
8.
out. The rules
Minimum
say 8
of
with
8.
the
If
9th
you're
out.
below 8, you can
Bingo.
bring it up to 8 players.
Bingo.
But you guys have done it before that. too.
Everybody
You guys
has.
have done it.
Everybody has.
Yes, we've been
It's-
leaning
and
on it to bring them
wait-
up to 9.
So we're being
So-
reprimanded for it, but
Bingo.
his
But
kid
you're bringing them up to
substitute.
11. You're bringing your whole team up all the way back
He
up.
approved it. It's on Lance to ask the question, right? How many players do you have for a substitution?
Anyway, because let's just throw this game
Let's
out.
just-
That game was just a nightmare.
Yes,
either
this
way.
whole-
There was
this whole
errors-
game, yes.
There was errors on both
It's-
sides. That game doesn't
Yeah.
count. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter if we have a
and it was
tie
a
or
tie,
anybody else.
and-
We
Let's
didn't
just
win.
here.
Yep, I agree.
Let's
Thank
just
you.
do this.
So
Let's
what else
go
is
and
the
let's set a
issue?
meeting up because it's game
This
night
is-
tonight. We've got way too many things. We're
No,
gonna set
this
a
is-
meeting up and we'll discuss everything when we got more
You
time.
called this meeting. You
Yes,
have us
we
here.
did.
You
I-
called the
I
time,
did.
or you called the place.
I'm gonna
Here
go.
we are. Let's talk about it.
How does the MYB prevent bias when the rulings are involving your own child's team?
And that wasn't my own child's team.
She would well.
She just subbing to help out.
Yeah, her and Logan sub multiple times. So how do you prevent bias when you're punishing one team and not the other?
And it's not just that you have lied to board members.
Let's stay
multiple
stay on topic.
occasions. On topic.
Yeah, how do you prevent bias
I know.
when rulings involve your own child's team?
We have multiple board members.
Okay.
Who was the other board member present at that game when you were there with when Logan was substituting and are you talking about the substitution?
And any time with his own team or
Yeah,
how
I
do
think-
you
I think the
prevent
issue
bias?
The issue is not this game. The issue is that you are head coach of one of the competing teams, and you are
Okay.
also the president. There is a direct conflict of interest there with respect to your perception of the rules.
So we can't coach our kids.
Not where you're going to be implementing and like kicking head coaches out. Are you going to kick yourself out for violating
would.
the rules?
Well, I would.
Technically, when a
Would.
board member
But that's
goes
not
in, no,
realistic.
And it hasn't
listen to
happened.
me,
It hasn't
please.
happened.
Technically, when he goes coach, once he goes through that fence, he's not a board member anymore. He's a coach.
Are there
That's
any
worse.
rules? Are there any rules about divisions, age divisions,
Yeah.
in this handbook? Okay. Well, my 12-year-old was playing against 17-year-olds last year.
Yeah.
You know why? Because this league is dying, and we're having little kids playing with high schoolers and everything like that. So I'd say these rules are set, but they're not set in stone because every one of us are breaking these rules. Every time we get on the game, we're in a different division and stuff like that. And every one of us is stretched just like this year. We had 27 kids, 3 teams. That's stretching it really close because if one person during the summer takes a vacation or whatever, you're gonna have a sub. And it goes like that every week. So it's like you need to be a little more, flexible with the rules, this and that. Honestly, unless there's something major that Trent has done, not
But
just
you did 11.
little fluff things. If there's something
Substitute
major
to
he's
11.
done, then that should be addressed, not this other stuff. Because every one of those players over there wants this man as their coach, not anybody else. And not only that, but I don't understand how we even have another coach lined up already when no one's even voted. The kids don't know what the hell's going on. That's the problem with this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I think we need to know what exactly has he done that he gets kicked
Yeah.
off when he volunteered and then got begged to do it. On
Yeah.
top of it, not only that, but the freaking guy has texted multiple times, "Hey, it's Sunday afternoon. I'm going to the field. Anybody want some extra practice?" I don't know any coach that does that.
How many-
I coached for 5 years in this league. Never had a problem. And
Or send us
So
loved it.
video.
so the
And that-
accusation that they were saying about me is that I was speaking against an opposing player, humiliating them about their skill set. How many times have you guys seen me high five another team member or tell them that they're doing a great job?
third base. Hey, good
All the
hit.
time.
All the time.
Unless there's
So
something
my character
blatant,
speaks
he
for
should
itself.
not lose his position. There's got to be something on there that's blatant, not this little fluff that's going on. Because this is what's wrong. Because these rules that are in the
I even
handbook,
said you pitched
every
right.
one of us is breaking them. Every one of us. And if it's to the point where a president has to be a coach and then has to coach another team, or whatever, then you know what? Disband the whole league because this doesn't make sense. If last year you were our coach along with some other guy, the other guy didn't have half the time see. Then you're sitting there umpiring the same game that you're coaching. I mean, this is a problem with the league. It's not, and this man's trying to help. I don't see him, if he was doing something detrimental, I'd be like the first one. I don't want you near my kid or these other kids and stuff like that. And I've coached. I know how to coach. I didn't want to coach this year. I wanted to take a year off. He didn't. He stepped forward. And we've had no problems with him whatsoever. So unless something can be thrown out that's detrimental, like he's doing something major, this is bullshit.
Yeah, and I haven't been here because I've been at school. Like I
last week was my last week of school, so I haven't been to any games. But him as a coach, what coach actually sends you videos to help your child learn how to pitch or anything like that? He actually takes the time out of his day to send us videos to help our players.
And on top of that, he actually goes out of his way, like the app Game Changer, to actually, for the parents who can't make it, can at least watch it or get updates on the app Game Changer, so we can actually somewhat be, like rooting for our boys or the team in general.
The reward system he's implemented, which I'm sure he's gotten docked for or bitched at for, which is a bunch of crap. Because I'm the type to this like this. It's sort of like Derek Jeter said a long time ago. Why are they giving trophies to second, third, and fourth place, wherever else? They shouldn't be. When I grew up, you either won or you lost. The thing that this whole league needs to be focused on is fundamentals, and it's not. I went to a travel ball game or weekend this week, and my God, it was the most embarrassing thing. We got smoked. Every one of the teams, and it's not because of fundamentals or because they were just whatever. It's fundamentals. They're laughing at us. We were literally the worst team, and now we've got that same coach. And I'm not talking whatever about the coach because it has to do with the players too. But if you can't teach fundamentals, there should be an old guy down here that was on one of our teams. His name is John. I think he was part of the board member at one point. He's saying every time he's down here, he's like, "This is clown ball. It's gotten to the point where when I was growing up, you just taught the normal fundamental things, and none of it's getting taught. I don't know what the hell half these drills are and stuff like that are going on. I don't, but this man does, and he's been helping our kids. So unless there's something going on that we're not aware of, that's what should be talked about, not this other crap. And that's why we're down here.
So what exactly is the
issues?
reason that you're not being a coach no more?
What I was told by Lance during our one-on-one meeting was that I'm emphasizing wins and losses too much, and that I'm not harnessing a team or a team environment.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do as a coach? You're supposed to create a team to win? Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to teach them how to win.
Yeah, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his argument was that I was focused on the wins and losses in lieu of creating a team and fostering a team environment. Second thing he said was that I was manipulating you guys into fighting the fight about getting the May 4th game against Ralph's remade up.
Because they said
No,
it got
and-
rained
I mean-
out, which
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a lie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
It
was
was a
no
flat
rain.
out lie.
Who
Because it
cares
wasn't-
about that game? You guys have 3 teams.
You know
All
who
gonna
cares?
play.
Jay, Ryan, Tadeo,
It's a
Tristan.
It's
The
one
kids care.
Yeah, but we pay our money. This is the schedule. One gets rained out. We should get the opportunity to make it up.
Ask the
Didn't get
kids.
rained out. It was
Ask
an
the
hour
kids.
and a half game.
I challenge you to ask the kids what they want to do, because they unanimously will say
Was
that
it
they want.
made official by the umpire that the game was over?
Yes,
He left.
he left.
Okay,
So
it's over.
and by the rule, definite by the.
Doesn't matter what the rule is. When he
Oh,
says
so the
it's
rules don't
over,
matter.
No. When the ump says
It wasn't
this is the
over.
rule,
That's what I just heard.
It wasn't over.
I got that on camera.
There's no way in hell if you're tied or you're losing and you're last ups and you don't get them, it's over. Ever.
Wasn't it a tie game anyways?
It was tie game.
Yeah.
We had an
7-7,
at bat.
right?
The rule says that if there's 3.5 innings and the home team is ahead, it can be deemed a regulation game. Otherwise, it has to go 4 full innings. We were the home team. The game was a tie. We had an at bat that we were not given.
It wasn't tied. It was 4-3.
No, well, there was an illegal substitution by Logan that when she was put in, she altered the
Correct.
game. Had Logan not have been put in, we would have been ahead. The game would have
Yep.
been over.
'Cause they
There
would
would have
have-
been no question asked.
they would
But
have had to
Logan
have
was
taken
put
him
in
out.
halfway through the game when
And then
they were
there-
supposed to take it out.
And there were 2 strikeouts that followed her.
and then that changed the trajectory of
Right,
the game.
because
where
if you sub
they
in, because I
tied.
see that thing on Facebook, if
Correct.
you sub in, that's an automatic out.
Yes.
If you don't, yeah,
But-
if
but
you
there-
sub in up to 8, yeah. If you play the 8
Yeah.
and then the 9th batter's an out, is what it says.
Yeah. So
What they're saying is that they're allowing people to sub up to 9, but that's not what's in the rules.
but we're getting
And
dinged
then we're
for it.
getting dinged for subbing a missing player, which was our 10th player, even though he approved it. They're saying that was illegal, and they're throwing the hammer down on that. But the 9th player, that's okay.
It was an 11th player.
No, we didn't have 11 players. We had 10 players. What you're thinking of is a kid that never showed up to a single practice, to a single game, didn't respond to text messages. I called his parents 3-4 times, never. never answered the phone, never responded to me. That kid is not a member of our team.
And was he part of the batting list that was given at the beginning of the
At
game?
the very beginning of the year, and no one heard from him since. The irony is, I think his dad was supposed to be the coach. That's the irony that I don't get, but whatever. So that's what you're thinking of. And to me, that's not 11 players. That's 10.
What's the major things that he did? If there's nothing major, this should be over, and he should be our coach.
And you gave the same grace to Ralph's because Ralph's has a kid on the of the team that's the same thing. He never showed up. Dominic or something like that. Dominic's, and
I wasn't
you
counting
you weren't counting him either. So you said they have 9 when they technically had 10. So you can't do for one and not do the other.
No, you had more than 9 people on the field.
How can I do that?
Or you had people saying regularly scheduled players, your regular team singing in the dugout with a sub.
No. Our sub actually was in the dugout.
You were at the game. You put your own daughter in halfway
Yeah.
through. How come you didn't say
Not
anything in
halfway
real
through, it was
time?
right at the beginning.
No, it was halfway
after
through.
the game started. Because he walked over with his list, which I have a photo
No,
of.
I had to approach
And
him. I had to approach him to find out because there was a scoring discrepancy, and he said I forgot to tell you that we added Logan, and that was halfway through the game
Okay.
when I was trying to figure out what was going on with the score because Logan was at bat and she was not supposed to be at bat.
And
There was another
So
was
it's-
another
You've
batter.
been arguing about that one game for 2 or 3 weeks already.
Well,
That's our fault.
Yeah.
That's us
That's
as
not-
parents because we want clarity, and he's our voice to go to you guys.
Yeah.
So that's our fault.
I mean,
So
what
don't
Unless
blame
you
him.
want
do if we're
11
asking
people.
questions.
We've been
reaching out to
nagging him every single week because we want to know, we want clarity, and he's not getting it because you guys aren't giving it to you. And this is basically coming down to the point where, is it just because you don't like him? I guess I understand.
And I
There's
can-
nothing on here
and
that
by
he
the
should
way-
be kicked off. from what
By
I've
the way,
heard.
I can accept that. That's fine.
What?
That makes a lot more sense than what you're saying.
We were friends.
I thought we were too.
This is stupid.
So this is
guy
over being
don't
not
need to
friends
If you
be-
don't like
anymore?
me, you don't
He's
like
done
me. That's
nothing
okay.
wrong.
It's cool.
No.
Seriously. That makes more sense than what you're saying.
I mean, the bottom line, he's a great coach.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
nothing wrong.
every individual kid out there can speak for him. I mean, and they're not here. You know,
Let's
Like,
go over there and ask him
Yeah.
if they want you to coach,
I'll
him
stay
to
right
coach,
here.
Carrie to coach, and see
I
who
mean, he
pick-
does.
In fact,
who
let's
they
both
pick.
walk over
day
there
in
and see
and
who
day
they
out.
pick.
Like,
Because
I
I
mean,
guarantee you they're going to pick on him every time. And then to let this go on to where he just doesn't get a voice and doesn't whatever with the parents in his support, the team with the support, I don't understand. I don't get it. That's a bunch of crap. This seems like it's just like a political agenda of favoritism, or I don't like him, whatever the case may be. You've proven nothing. You've shown nothing that he should get kicked off. Because he's doing the same thing you're doing, and every other coach. You are. You're violating the games. As soon as you go on there with 12 and 17-year-olds, you're in violation. What would you have done last year if my kid got a freaking line drive from a 17 right up at his skull? I mean, would that be fair? No, it wouldn't be. But this league is so stretched tight because no one wants to play here because there's no fundamentals. So they come here to sit there and learn. And he's been teaching. He doesn't just go out there with his hands in his pockets like I've been watching all weekend long with these two ladies just sitting there with their hands in their pockets and freaking making a chirp while their kids get smoked. Not just picking them up or nothing. He's doing everything he can. He's teaching them. That's very
And he's
rare.
by himself teaching.
It's very rare.
Yeah. I honestly, you have a coach on that made-right team. There's no reason you need to get on there.
He deserves the
He's
team.
by him.
It's
He
that
can be
simple.
by himself, and I'm by myself. I mean, I'm doing it.
This is his team. I mean, I don't understand. Unless you got something on there where he's like beating the crap out of kids or something like that, this is bullshit.
Well, they're saying that I'm yelling at the umpire.
No, you're not. You're
Never,
right
not
there in
one,
the game.
not one time.
I
right?
missed the game.
I'm checking out. Bro, I'm trying to get you right. I'm not.
Gonna have to.
I appreciate,
All right, so
I'm in the
just,
middle here.
I appreciate that, but
I don't know. The games are
Gotcha. Okay.
not gonna get played on time, so
Then make this right. Say Trent, you're that
we need
coach.
to go. But the thing is what did you hear Trent talking to you about on Thursday after the game or during the game?
Saying how the Materite kids could bat, but the fielding not so good. And then the team we were playing, they couldn't bat good, but their infielding was better.
Sounds
I-
like
What
can-
about that is?
I say the same thing. I think the same thing.
I,
think
you know
every
what I
team
was
sucks.
saying? Are you on the made-right team?
Son is, yeah.
Right. So was your wife next to you? Yeah, she stood up and she shook her head and she goes, "There's another loss, right?" Well, in my opinion, Maid-Rite is the better team. It is. I said they have better batting, they have better fielding. I said where they're losing the game is on the mound. That's what I said.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? That's an objective, fact-based statement.
Whenever we walk up to a field and we're getting ready to play it, I watch them warm up.
Wait,
watch to see
I want
where
to make
the
sure I
leak-
heard
the
this
weak
right. So
links
you
is.
said Maid-Rite was a better team, right?
Correct. The
what's wrong
team
with
that has
him?
not won a game this season, I said, is actually better than Russ.
And then you go out of your way. Telling the kids. I was at the Maid-Rite game several times because my nephew plays on that team.
Yeah.
And every time they've either hit it or he's still. They're not his teammates or his players, but he's still being a coach and cheering for them individually.
Yeah.
For heck's sake, that Saturday opening season, he was the only coach that actually stayed afterwards and helped with these kids do the pitching, do the running drills, and all that
he
stuff.
wasn't the only coach. I was here.
Okay,
Right.
I
well,
was here all day long.
then you two,
I go
and
in-
him, you three were literally the only ones that were here.
The only reason I coach the team that I coach is because my son's a diabetic and nobody knows how to deal with him.
So what team do you coach?
Okay, 2
So that's what?
majors.
Okay, so that's a
Next year
different
he
league.
goes up to
Different league, yeah.
juniors.
That's a different
that's
league.
the
So,
junior.
but that's the thing though. For our league, him were the only ones that were here. Out of our league, he was the only one that stayed out of the other teams.
Yeah.
Everybody
But
else had left.
Everybody from minors all the way up to juniors was staying. The kids were here. Because I had
The kids were
in
here,
the
but
majors.
I saw.
What does that have to do with us? He was the only coach of
Exactly.
our
So that
league.
shows how good of a coach he is. Yeah, sportsmanship. No other coach besides you three had stayed. How many other players are there? Heck, Hobby, his wife, they didn't even stay, and they have a boy on his team, and he coaches a major team. So why didn't he stay? Why didn't any of the other teams' coaches stay? That is a coach. That is somebody that is there proud of their freaking teammates. Whether there was only 4 or however many teammates that showed up to that dang thing, he was still there. And you guys are what? I don't understand what.
This is his team. You guys need to make it right.
For real, I don't see what the problem is with him sitting here telling another team that they're better at this and this. What is he supposed to say next time? Say, "Oh, you did a crappy
The kids should
job."
know it anyway. They should know their strengths and weaknesses. That's called fundamentals. It's called getting better and learning and being and
And for
teaching
my kid
everything.
in general, he knows that he's got a good arm. He pitched last year, but yet he goes out of his way to actually send videos to help try and improve us at home.
Yep.
All we're asking is to
this
make
is
it
his
right.
team.
Nothing's
He's
been
built
told
this-
that's bogus. Whatever. Everybody's in violation of one little thing here and there. He's been duly warned. Every one of us, parents, and every one of us, as far as players and coaches and everything else, is on his side because he's done nothing wrong.
So was there a complaint or something from a parent, or what caused this whole situation?
I've heard players saying stuff, and there's a kid that plays in juniors that doesn't want to play anymore because of Trent. That's what I was
This
told
is
by
all
one of the
hearsay.
parents.
Unless they're
Yeah,
here,
where's this?
we're not even listening to that shit.
If you want us to get it on writing, we can get it on writing, certify whatever, have them get a meeting set up or something.
Yeah,
We can do that.
What is your rule on that? Because Lance yesterday was saying that my son looked sickly. He was pale. He looked skinny. He pulled.
Yes, sir.
he pulled
Yes, sir.
team-
That's all true.
he
That's all on
pulled
video.
team
That's all
pictures
recorded.
To verify that my son looked unhealthy and was concerned about his health.
Expressing my concern.
And-
While you also were reprimanding me and asking me to step down as coach. Yes? Yes?
I was trying to be a friend.
You have some nerve.
That's not a friend. That's none of your business. That's
Yeah,
his personal life, and he's a father. He knows how to take care of his kid.
How
This
would
is
you-
all about his
Some
coaching, and you should be a coach of our
Yeah,
team
Let's
right
set
now.
a meeting up
this
where
is
we
this
can.
is rules for
Let's
certain
set a
people.
meeting up to where we can just have more time to discuss everything, and we can go from there because games
You
aren't
should
going to
need
get
more
played
time. You
tonight.
should have
There's
all your
nothing to discuss.
There's
Make
nothing
it
to
right
discuss.
and make him back our coach.
You should have brought your evidence before you.
There's nothing.
I mean, you guys say you unanimously as a board think that I shouldn't be coaching anymore, and I'm hearing unanimous otherwise. So
They also walked up to him on an anonymous report coincidentally, his son scrimmaged with us this time. We invited him to scrimmage, and there was an anonymous report that he had a knife in his bag, and him and his wife forced him to open his bag
Unlawfully.
and go through the
And we
bag
did.
and
We
search
opened
it.
the bag and there was nothing there.
And once it was proven that there was no knife in there, Lance kept antagonizing, saying
Yep.
if you had a knife, that's 4 years.
Yes,
blah,
threatening
blah,
me.
blah.
Drilled us. He drilled
Standing
him
by-
about it before
standing
the
by the
game.
I
dugout
took
bench.
you guys aside and asked you.
Yes.
And you did not
What-
bring
what-
And
anything
then
else to
after
have
the
a second.
game,
What are
After
the
the
what
game
are
of
the
practice.
regulations for that?
You brought it up again, and you said what fines and what
okay.
jail
I'll
time
be
there
able to
was.
relate.
You brought it up a second time.
So you're
try
you're punishing people based on hearsay, and you're removing a coach based on that
That
when
wasn't
you are
hearsay.
guilty
It
as
was-
the president of doing that yourself.
He needs his job back.
Whatever. We just need to.
Excuse me, we're going to stop this
We're
meeting
gonna
right
stop
now. You're on probation. You can coach.
That doesn't make any sense.
Just listen to me right now.
Oh, I'm listening, but I'm not hearing anything.
You're on probation.
So if I'm on probation, I can't coach them.
Yes, you can.
It's because it's convenient for you.
Not convenient for me. I don't have
Just
to
coach the game. It's fine. You got your job back.
Exactly.
They can't take you off.
I also have this on recording that you said that this was a meeting, so.
I'm on your side too, man.
What? You said?
I also have this recorded that you said that this was a meeting, and
Yeah.
you speak for the board, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so
It's
I'm on
just a
your side,
parents'
dude.
meeting.
I want these kids to. I want to increase. You're the fundraiser guy,
Yeah.
right? I want the same thing. I want to bring kids to the program, and I want to bring it up. We're on the same team, dude. Well, I'm just frustrated because I like this. I like this program. I like where it's going. And I wanted to tell Lindsay he's been doing a fantastic job until now. Like this type of stuff is just ridiculous, man. For